At long last, I've now arrived with Czech Railways at Brno railway station. It's around about 25 past 1. So as Brno is pretty compact and the city centre is within very easy reach of the railway station, that hopefully will give me time to find somewhere to eat. This is country number 3, Czech Republic, Czechia, on the way to finding another portion of delightful dessert and fulfilling my pledge to you as best I can. Lots of cafes, not really looked as if to whether they serve strudel, but it's giving me real hope that I can do it in the time allowed.
Jan.
Yeah, you
John.
know I have to find strudel in 4 countries in 24 hours.
Yes, of course.
Is there anywhere I can go?
Yeah, it's many strudels, it's many different strudels, not only apple pie, but
Okay.
it's many kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
Yeah. You go to this street down.
Yeah.
Not first one, another one, and the left.
Okay.
It's
2 streets.
2 streets left.
What's your favourite cake as well in the Czech Republic? Do you like strudel or do you like something else?
Exactly. I'm chef de patisserie here.
Ah.
We make the typical Czech cake. It's named Větrník. We make like this, especially like the Czech Republic.
Perfect. What is it?
It's a vanilla cream, puppet cream, and caramel salt cream.
Okay.
It's most famous here.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, maybe try.
Thank you. Dziękuję.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping that this is the street. It's the second street. It's called Minority, which somehow seems appropriate as I can't find a majority of cake shops serving strudel and I haven't got very much time. At last, this is looking good. One way or another, we're going to enjoy some strudel. Natalia, this is your shop where you work.
Yeah, I work here.
How long have you been here?
Just for the summer.
For the summer, so
Yeah.
you're a student.
Yeah, I'm from Slovakia.
From Slovakia, here in the Czech Republic. That's wonderful. I've never seen so many different types of strudel. It's magnificent.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you like strudel?
Of course.
It's just wonderful. What do you like about strudel? What taste?
The texture, and maybe when I don't like poppy seeds, so that's not my
Okay.
flavor, but I really like the sweet cheese with raspberries. This is apple one, but with like sweet cheese.
Okay.
And my favorite one,
Oh, that looks good. What is that again?
it's
Is
this.
that sour cherries? Or?
No, it's blueberries.
This is blueberry.
And this is cherries.
Cherries.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
amazing.
And sorry, your favourite was blueberry or cherry?
Raspberry, but
Raspberry, we
now
haven't
we
got that.
don't have it, but cherries,
Okay.
the second one.
And it's in the apple strudel. You have apple, but it's not just apple.
No,
Cinnamon,
it's cinnamon and just a little bit of sugar.
Just a little bit of sugar. Because do you know, I have had 2 apple strudels, one in Hungary and one in Slovakia, and neither of them had cinnamon in them. So it's not really.
What?
And I keep telling all my followers, I said, look, there's got to be cinnamon, right?
Yeah, it must be.
Okay.
It has to be.
So I think you're going to win. Okay, all right, I definitely have to try some. Now, this isn't officially a cafe. It's probably the world's best strudel shop on the basis of what I can see. But the guys have been, or the ladies rather, Natalia has been incredibly kind, given me a chair and let me sit in the window display. Nobody's bought me yet, only the strudel. But now I'm going to try the strudel. And also this reminds me of one of those great YouTube channels, Rate My Takeaway. We sound a little bit different. I'm not really Yorkshire, but I used to live there. And I'm going to rate my strudel. So that's my shout out for Rate My Takeaway. Now I'm going to start with the cottage cheese one, which has got the sour cherry. That's nice, digging in there. Well, I can see why this is Natalia's favourite. You've got that kind of beautiful sweet cheese flavour, but it's balanced by the sourness of the cherries and the pastry, which is beautifully buttery and quite firm, just actually matches the cheese particularly well. And I'm making a bit of a mess of this because I'm holding the plate up so you can see it, but that's better. Look at that. You can see there quite clearly the cherry and the cottage cheese. And to be honest, That's the best strudel so far. But the whole point of this show was to talk about apple strudel, and here we have the apple strudel, the real apple strudel, and this one, of course, this one has got the cinnamon. So let's see if that makes a difference. I love the way the apple's in kind of small chunks, and you can see it's a darker brown, and that's because of the cinnamon, I'm sure of that. Wow, I only need one mouthful. There is so much apple in there, but it's so moist, so fresh, and if you like cinnamon, it adds that bit of a kick. But it just adds taste, it adds atmosphere actually as well. So I think of cinnamon, I think of Christmas and things like that. I've kind of deconstructed this, but you can see the apple pieces beautifully. Absolutely delicious. I wish I could try all of them, but I can't. And here's this beautiful cappuccino. Right, I'm going to eat this peacefully, and then I'll have to say adieu to Natalia, and run back to the railway station and move on to Vienna and see if we can crack this mission. Stay with me, please. So those two strudels were just fantastic. Each one cost 55 Czech crowns, which is just under £2 each, and the coffee was 70 crowns, so that's about what? The whole total is about £7, which I think for the quality is just stunning. And now back to the railway station. I've got around about 13 minutes, I think, to get to the right platform and be on the train to Vienna. Brno is a really beautiful city, I have to say. So much to see, so little time. I have to come back. About to get on the train, it's bang on time, so yeah, let's see what happens. On the way to Austria, on the way to Vienna. Nothing can stop us now, surely. Vienna calling, here we come. Just coming into Vienna main railway station now. It's around about 16:40, so we've still got a few minutes to go, but I think we're going to be early, which gives me a chance to take the U1, the U1, it's the underground line to Stephansplatz in the city centre, and then go hunting for strudel. I know there are plenty of cafes and restaurants in that area that will definitely be offering strudel. The question is, will they serve a bedraggled passenger like me who's been travelling more or less non-stop for 24 hours? We'll find out shortly. So we've arrived in Vienna now. It's 16:52, so it's taken a little bit longer than I expected to pull into the station. Off to the underground, U-Bahn line number 1, into the city centre. Let's go. Minutes ticking by. The clock is counting down. Is there any hope left at all? Famous Stephansdom just behind me. I would love to spend time looking at it, but I've got to find some strudel. Come on, enough filming, Philip. You've only got minutes left. Let's concentrate on what's really important this evening. Not shooting lots of B-roll. I found some apple strudel. 17:17, just 12 minutes to go. Well, I'm in the Cafe Aida, and I think in the spirit of this, as long as I've ordered by 17:29, then that should be okay. I've met the challenge. Come on, come on, come on. I'm getting very nervous. I would like one apple strudel, please, with vanilla sauce, the true Austrian way, I think. And could I have a Viennese coffee as well?
Cream without cream?
I'll have it with cream, please. There's a very pink theme to this cafe, the Cafe Aida, but I rather like it. It's arrived on time. It's 17:25. I've won the challenge. That looks like an absolutely enormous piece of apple strudel, but it's also come with vanilla sauce, which is the way I always thought it should be served and is normally served in Austria. So I'm extremely pleased about that, and look forward to trying it. Once I've eaten that, I don't think I should eat for another 2 or 3 days really. So let's get eating. It's really got a nice crunch on top. You can see the apple, I think there's some raisin in there. Let's see what it tastes like. That's the crispiest pastry so far. The apple tastes great. I'd say the consistency almost tastes a little bit like English crumble actually. There's a little touch in here of cinnamon and some nuts. I'd say it's less cinnamon than we had with Natalia in the Czech Republic of Czechia, as it's called now. What I really do like here, apart from the crisp pastry and the icing sugar on top, is the vanilla sauce. I don't think we should call it custard. It isn't custard really. Similar, but it's a vanilla taste, and it just adds to the strudel, makes it moister. This is really good. I mean, it's enormous. It's a meal in its own right. Probably what you'd expect in Austria, in Vienna certainly, the motherland, the home of strudel. That pizza's nice. Almost tasted like caramelized candy as well. Now, I also have to try the Wiener Melange, typical coffee, not very healthy for you, but it's my choice. It's got whipped cream on top. That's amazing. Coffee in Vienna is always outstanding. And the coffee tastes wonderful, seeping through that cream. And then, although I ordered sparkling mineral water, one very nice touch in Austria always is you get with your coffee a small glass of water so that you can cleanse your palate as well. And that's very welcome with this mix. I can't believe it. We did it. Together with your support, I made the challenge. That's 4 countries in 24 hours, plenty of strudel. I'm a big man anyhow, a lot of additional weight, but never mind. And are you giving me an ice cream?
Yeah, enjoy.
What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? I'm really grateful, but because it's going on YouTube, this wonderful cafe has also given me some ice cream. Now that's a big surprise. Gosh, how am I going to eat that? Dankeschön. So celebrations are in order. We've met the challenge together. Thank you for your support. 4 countries, 4 strudels, and by a little bit of fortune, good fortune, in less than 24 hours. That strudel at the Café Konditorei in the heart of Vienna, Café Aida, was excellent. It was around about just over €8, so it's around about £7. So evidently the most expensive of all the strudels. But I think in terms of quality, the vanilla sauce is a huge portion. It's the best so far. Close run thing, they were all good. I'm back in Bratislava. It's the day after having won the strudel challenge. Thinking back, you know, all of the strudels are winners. I loved the cafe and the ambiance overlooking Stephansplatz in Vienna. Really having such a personal guide and enjoying the sour cream and cherry and apple strudel with that extra cinnamon in Brno. Enjoying the coffee and the wasp here in Bratislava in the morning with that very traditional bakery. And then a luscious cherry strudel in, where was it? In Győr, in Hungary. I really enjoyed that and won't forget it. So all in all, everyone's a winner. How much did all this cost? The transport, including coming back yesterday evening from Vienna to Bratislava, cost me a grand total of £54.75. And remember, I booked everything within 24 hours, about most of it just before travelling. So that's at peak time in August. That's got to be a bargain. Hotel, I used points, but looking online, I could find very nice hotels in Bratislava at the last minute from £60 and above. And all of the strudels, I reckon, cost me around about £25. So the grand total, that's £140 or 185 US dollars. Why not have your own strudel challenge at your own pace? It really is quite affordable. That's no more than a night in a 3-star hotel in London at this time of year. So a great deal, all in all. If you've enjoyed this film, it would be really kind if you could just press like and perhaps even subscribe to the channel. You know, it's early days for me and I really would appreciate it as we build up a community around the Travel in the Know channel.